Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in a two-room shotgun house in Tupelo, Mississippi. His parents, Vernon and Gladys Presley, struggled to make ends meet. Vernon worked odd jobs, while Gladys doted on her only child. As a boy, Elvis sang in the Pentecostal church choir and listened to blues on local radio, absorbing hillbilly tunes and gospel hymns alongside the African American music that filled Tupelo's juke joints. When Elvis was 13, his family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, seeking better opportunities. In 1948, at Humes High School, he discovered a used guitar and began teaching himself chords, often playing late at night while his mother watched. At 16, he recorded 2 songs for $50 at Sun Records simply for the cost of tape, My Happiness, and That's When Your Heartaches Begin, as a gift for Gladys. Sun's owner, Sam Phillips, saw promise in Elvis's unusually emotive voice. In 1954, Elvis joined guitarist Scotty Moore and bassist Bill Black at Sun, backing them on That's All Right, a spirited reworking of Arthur, Big Boy, Crewed-Up's blues tune. When DJ Dee Phillips played it on WHBQ, listeners flooded the station with calls. Elvis's hypnotic blend of country twang, gospel fervor, and raw rhythm and blues electrified audiences. Soon he moved to RCA Victor for a then staggering $35,000 contract, and his first single for them, Heartbreak Hotel, shot to number 1 on the pop chart in 1956. Elvis's electrifying stage presence, his swiveling hips, unruly pompadour, and dazzling grin, earned him the nickname, the Pelvis, scandalizing conservative critics even as teenage fans flocked to see him. Appearances on The Ed Sullivan Show and The Milton Berle Show brought him into millions of living rooms, fueling a frenzy. His first film, Love Me Tender, 1956, was a box office hit, launching a Hollywood career that would yield over 30 movies, many of them musical comedies showcasing his charisma and singing. Drafted into the U.S. Army in 1958, Elvis served in West Germany for 2 years. Away from the spotlight, he matured and met 14-year-old Priscilla Beaulieu at a party. They married in 1967 and had a daughter, Lisa Marie, in 1968. After the Army, Elvis returned to a transformed music scene. The Beatles and the British invasion had reshaped rock and roll, and Elvis's film career had taken him away from the cutting edge. Yet in December 1968, he staged a triumphant 68 comeback special. On NBC, dressed in black leather, he performed with raw intensity, reclaiming his status as the king of rock and roll. In 1969, he began a series of sold-out engagements in Las Vegas, his soaring voice backed by a 9-piece orchestra and an expanding ensemble of backup singers and musicians. He toured the U.S. throughout 1970 to 72 in his Elvis Aloha from Hawaii concert, beamed live via satellite to over 1 billion viewers globally, and broke attendance records at Madison Square Garden in New York. But his personal life grew more troubled. Prescription drug abuse, weight gain, and the breakdown of his marriage added layers of vulnerability to the once invincible star. Elvis died on August 16, 1977, at his Graceland estate in Memphis. Found unresponsive in his bathroom, he was pronounced dead from heart failure complicated by drug intoxication. He was only 42. The sudden loss sent fans into mourning around the world. At his funeral, an estimated 80,000 people lined the streets near Graceland to pay their final respects. In death as in life, Elvis Presley's impact endured. Graceland became a pilgrimage site, preserved in his signature dark green and white, where fans still tour his home, private jets, and trophy-lined trophies. His recordings have sold over 1 billion copies worldwide, and he remains one of the best-selling solo artists of all time. Songs like Can't Help Falling in Love, Jailhouse Rock, and Suspicious Minds continue to inspire covers and feature in film and advertising. Beyond the hits, his legacy lives in the confidence he brought to rock and roll's early days, his uncanny ability to bridge musical and racial divides, and his raw honesty on stage. He never wrote his own songs, yet he chose material that resonated with yearning and joy, heartbreak and defiance, qualities that spoke to millions. In countless tributes, impersonators, and documentaries, Elvis's voice and style endure as testimony to a talent that reshaped popular music and the cultural landscape of the 20th century. And at the heart of it all remains that young boy from Tupelo, whose dream of stardom changed the world forever.